Hey guys, Colby here. Welcome back to another raid video. I don't know if you've never done this build before. I thought I'd make a dedicated video for it. This is an insane build for progression overall if you're struggling, especially with faction wars, especially if you're in the early part of the game, then this is definitely for you. I feel like this build can carry over to many different champions, but today I'm on the free-to-play account. I want to show you guys this build right here that I have on my Apothecary. Apothecary is an MVP from the rares, okay? The rare, I mean, you get him, it just completely changes the account. Why is that? Because he has a very, very low cooldown skill that boosts up your speed and gives you a speed buff. Speed buff is tremendous because a speed buff just overall boosts the speed of your champions, okay? Let's say they have 100 speed, that's a 30% speed bump, okay? They have 200 speed, that's 30%, so it's 60 extra speed overall to them. And the more speed you have in this game, well, yes, it's better because it's Raid Shadow Legends, guys. The more turns you get, the better it is. It's a turn-based game. You get more turns, your cooldowns come faster, you are able to do your skills faster, and it totally makes sense, right? Feels also determined here by 15%. 3-turn cooldown. 2-turn cooldown on a skill that heals the target ally by 35% of HP. And not only that, this heal can be critical. This is quite insane in terms of just healing up, topping up your allies that drop low. I do have good amount of speed on him. Overall, we say go speed on Apothecary, but if you have 4 pieces of Relentless, try this build out, guys. Relentless Apothecary is on a whole different level. It is very RNG. It's luck based. You gotta get that 18% chance to get that extra turn. Sometimes though, sometimes it happens in a row. Extra turn after extra turn after extra turn. And when you see that happen, you just rotate through all of your skills cooldowns, and it's beautiful to experience because it just makes him all that much better. In terms of masteries, if you have the ability to go and farm them, go all the way to Giant Slayer. It works for Apothecary. You don't need to go all the way through your masteries, is what I've done here. But if you want to get maybe 1 extra mastery, it would be this one, Lasting Gifts, and you don't need to complete it. If you're somebody who buys masteries, then Lasting Gifts and potentially something like Methodical there for a little bit of increase to your damage, or Spirit Haste. It's all up to you. Not that it really matters, it doesn't change much for Apothecary. That's why I didn't invest more energy into this. So let's go and see him in action. Why am I saying this build is good for everybody? Well, not everybody, for most heroes, because most hero champions in this game, when they have low cooldowns, they get a lot of benefit out of the Relentless set, because when it procs, when the 18% chance thing happens, it's just tremendous. You reduce your cooldowns. I've even tried it on Rector Draft, not for her revive, which is a longer cooldown of 4 turn, although that helps also, but for the ability for me to get the cooldowns quicker. She has longer cooldowns, but I was at a point where I didn't have Apothecary, but I did have the Relentless, so I gave it to her. You can give it to anybody else who you feel like you need to get your cooldowns faster, but the lower cooldowns they have, the better it is for them. And especially when you are a speed booster, such as Apothecary plus a healer with a 2-turn cooldown only, it's just crazy on how this works. Let me show you on an example how Apothecary just carried through me. I was in stage 1 today, okay, with 1 star, and simply because of Apothecary speed boosting, I completed all these levels and even reached stage 8, and now I'm gonna go and try and beat stage 9. I do have some other champions here. That's what helped me get the 3-star completion, but hopefully here with the faction keys, I'll be able to show you guys the extra turns. Look at that. We already had the 1 extra turn there. He hit with this A1. That doesn't do much. But because of that extra turn, he now has a speed boost again. It's crazy. We already managed to rotate through a 3-turn cooldown skill twice so far. And let's see. Is he going to have it again? There we go. 3 times in just round 1. That is how strong it is. 4 times, look at this already. 4 times he hits with the A1. He should have it again. We're not too strong now with the team. I have very low levels on my champions so that they die. So unfortunately, I won't be able to get a 3-star on this one. I can maybe I can squeeze a 3-star through for this one. I don't want to waste the potential here. Maybe we'll see. If we die, if we don't die, then I have a chance and I might be able to repeat it. No, we're dead. This wave is just nuts. But okay, can Apothecary clear it? I hope he can on his own as solo, but it's not gonna be easy. It's just a crazy amount of difficulty when you go up in faction trials. But you see the build there. It's nuts. He rotates through his skills. The A2, it's just an insane heal that comes back for him. And if you have that, you know, mastery on the support tree where you have a small chance to reset your cooldown, it makes it even crazy. Later on, this build translates over to the later game, to the mid game, to the end game. You can still run this, but obviously higher stats on everything. HP, defense, speed, higher stats on everything. And if you've been farming tag team arena, you also run him with refresh accessories and he becomes like a machine. You just speed boost, refresh, speed boost again, and then just if you happen to get an extra turn and another refresh, speed boost again. So good, so good, and so much worth it. And with that, I cleared 9 stages of the factions just today. I got like 20. How much is this? 21 stars. No, I think I had stage 1 completed, so 19 stars. 19 stars just today, and I had a couple from here. That's why I was thinking a higher number. But this is why such an easy build, you know, it's an easy concept to think. Okay, just to throw a little bit of speed. You're trying to get speed substat wherever possible. 1 roll here, 2 rolls there, 1 here, 2 here. I mean, it's a 4-star piece of gear. 2 rolls here, and then speed boots. Small, you know, upgrades here and there. If you can get your glyphs through, you get those small upgrades on speed. +1 here, +1 here. It adds up. And although I'm at 6 stars, I will not be ascending him because of my missions for Arbiter. But your banner also will give you a ton of speed as well. That's why you should be farming Spider. So I have like 2 banners here, which if they had speed, they would add maybe at least another 10 or so, 15 even speed for Apothecary, and would make him that much greater. So this build is just nuts. And this is the build that helped me also push in what? 38 days. It helped me push Dragon 20, Fire Knight 16, and Spider 16. Okay, and it's just because of Apothecary. Honestly, I was stuck on Spider 12. The reason for this is because Apothecary just provides a speed boost to everybody and a turn meter field to everybody. It just makes it so that he helps everybody stay alive. So let me show you this team here. I'll remove this guy. I'll put back Apothecary. Now that he has the masteries that I farmed, I should be able to farm the boss much quicker. So let's put this on auto and see him in action and just understand on how good this build is. I want to show it to you guys a little bit more. Again, other champions that can make use of this. If you don't care about Apothecary anymore, you don't have to go and level him, but you can use this on your Arbiter. Arbiter is very similar. She doesn't have a direct heal, single target heal that Apothecary has, but Arbiter has a team-wide heal when they're low enough, and she uses her boost skill. You can actually heal the whole team with that, and she's actually a sort of speed booster / healer in that sense, although she does not provide the speed up buff that Apothecary provides. So that's why maybe you'll see sometimes in arena we'll see an Arbiter, an Apothecary, and then maybe a damage dealer and a defense down champion. That's, you know, those usual setups that you'll see against you. But this build is a must try for sure. And I don't have anything special in this team. Look at that extra turn he hit with his A1 there. I want to see the damage at the end because I've used him already in my clan boss team here, and he actually managed to get me to a 4-key nightmare on the free-to-play account because of his speed boosting everybody. He helps everybody get their turns quicker, and also him hitting with his A1, which is a Giant Slayer hitting attack. And he doesn't really need the lifesteal set because he's constantly healing himself, because the other allies have lifesteal sets, and he's able to, with that way, basically recover and not require the lifesteal set for clan boss. Here, although we do die because we have kind of lower stats than everybody else, I do have a reviver, so that's why this team actually works. So I'm kind of okay with him dying here. The key thing here is actually pushing all the way to the boss and beating him, and then seeing those Giant Slayer procs, because that's percentages of the boss's health every single time. So yeah, although these waves are very nasty, we're still able to just push through and get our cooldowns quicker because of Apothecary. And once you reach on the boss, you'll see on the utility that at least it provides on Apothecary. The bad thing about Relentless is that you gotta beat a tournament to actually get it, but when you are playing raid, sometimes you get lucky and you'll notice a tournament that it seems easier than the others. That's when you gotta strike. That's when you gotta say, okay, I'll have to push this one to get the opportunity to get the Relentless pieces. Maybe those will actually be worth it for the account. It's not gonna be a constant thing. You're not gonna be always in tournaments that you can beat. There will be players who are in the same kind of thinking as you, but they have more resources than you, and say, okay, I could push here today and get some Relentless pieces. So that will happen, and that's why I say don't push every single tournament. If you see some that you can beat, especially arena tournaments, you can get some 5-star pieces for Relentless through there, and those can be useful. I mean, 5-star, it's still worth it for many accounts out there. It's very much later end game where you don't care about 5-star gear anymore. So look at this clear. You know, it's consistent. Apothecary there provides speed boosting, provides heals. It's a kind of slow team to beat the dragon, and the reason for that is just the waves. The waves took me like 3 minutes, so it's unfortunate, but when you don't run a defense down, that happens. I don't really have a consistent defense down to use, and this is the team, guys, with Apothecary there, even doing like 350k damage, even more than Jareg here, who's who also has a blessing, which reflects damage, but I don't think it reflects much. So yeah, this was the build, guys. I know it's not rocket science. It's a build that seems obvious, but you never really think of using it on somebody like Apothecary. You might be thinking, okay, it's just speed on him, or you go a different support gear on him, but Relentless is just beautiful. Try it out, guys. Let me know down below. Let me know on what other champions you feel like Relentless just makes them extra powerful. And thank you for watching. Subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. See ya.